The race for the Bundesliga is on. While Borussia Dortmund under Lucien Favre have occupied the top spot since matchday 6, a resurgent Bayern München under Niko Kovac have steadily gained ground on their rivals. It's clear that something has changed. While Bayern have never occupied a position in the Bundesliga table that's lower than 6th this season, a brisk start under the new coach fell away in a 7-game period between matchdays 6 and 12. This run saw 3 losses, 2 draws and only 2 wins. It's worth noting that all 3 losses came against other teams then in the top 6, Hertha Berlin, Borussia Mönchengladbach and Borussia Dortmund. Otherwise this season, Bayern have only played other top 6 teams at the time of the fixture twice, RB Leipzig and Eintracht Frankfurt in matchdays 16 and 17, and beat them both. So maybe Bayern just dipped during a tough run of games. But it's not quite that simple. Since matchday 13, Bayern have only lost once and won every other game. They've outscored their opponents 28 goals to 8 and taken 2.7 points per game. Bayern started the season well. In their first 5 games, Kovac's team went unbeaten and scored 2.4 goals per game while conceding only 0.6, taking 2.6 points per game. Between matchdays 6 and 12 though, this fell to 1.1 points per game. Bayern conceded 2 goals per game, failing to keep a clean sheet once, and only scored 1.6. Since then, Bayern's form has dramatically improved. They're scoring 2.6 goals per game while conceding only 0.8 and taking 2.7 points per game. Comparing stats from before and after matchday 13, the improvement is clear, but what is interesting is that Bayern are now enjoying slightly less average possession and having fewer shots on target per game, despite clearly achieving better results. Bayern are shooting more efficiently in terms of converting on-target shots into goals. This suggests they are taking shots from better locations. Tactically, Bayern's attacking improvement has not come from a change in formation. Kovac has used a variety of setups, mostly a 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1 or 4-1-4-1 based largely on opposition and Bayern's available players. Though 9 Bayern players have appeared in 18 or more games, suggesting a degree of stability and selection too. Bayern's increased dynamism in attack has largely come about because Kovac has increasingly turned to his young guns out wide. Serge Gnabry has scored or assisted in every Bundesliga game in which he's played more than 70 minutes, bar the wins against Nuremberg and Hertha Berlin. 6 of those games have come since matchday 13, compared to 2 before. Kingsley Coman, who did not feature in the Bundesliga after matchday 1 due to a recurrence of a ligament injury, has now been playing consistently since December, and his pace, ability to beat his man and link play on the left with David Alaba has been crucial to Bayern's more dynamic second half of the season, as his expertly taken goals against Augsburg showed. Coleman wasn't Bayern's only injury concern either. James Rodriguez and Thiago have both missed stretches, while Corentin Tolisso, such a versatile player last season, and Arjen Robben are still out. This kind of disruption plays a part in destabilising teams, and it's no surprise that with 2 key men back in contention, Bayern are playing the sort of aggressive, direct style that suits them best. Coleman and Alaba on the left, and Kimmich and Gnabry on the right like to push high and pull back crosses that are low, or drift inside and play through passes that penetrate the opposition defence. With more aggressive runners in wide positions, Bayern are able to get closer to goal before making the pass, resulting in more efficient shooting and more goals from fewer shots on target. Bayern's offence has started to click more, but they've also been defending better. What's interesting is that while Bayern have reduced how many goals they're conceding, they've not actually reduced the number of shots per game they concede to opponents. This suggests that they are making the shots opposition teams do manage to get harder to score from. This is because Bayern are now pressing more aggressively, playing a higher line than before and allowing the opposition a little less time and space in which to play the ball. This has 2 effects. Firstly, it allows Bayern to cut chances to break off at source. Secondly, it affords opportunities to counter-attack or even counter-press. As this goal against Schalke shows, Bayern firstly hem Schalke in on the right, forcing a pass in field before Gnabry pounces on a loose ball. Lewandowski can then finish with typical skill from a good shooting position. And this goal against Augsburg shows the benefits of a high line, as centre-back Süle wins possession back very high. Even though Augsburg's defensive line are well set, Alaba can find the space to drive at pace towards goal and finish well because Augsburg have been pushed so far back by Bayern's aggressive defending. Bayern can still be vulnerable on the counter, as the 3-1 loss against Bayer Leverkusen showed. As this clip demonstrates, Bayern can commit so many players forwards that once the counter press is broken by a long pass, the defence are left very exposed, and Brandt has a clear run at goal before assisting Alario. But by increasing the press and generally forcing opponents to work harder to progress the ball and generate clear shooting chances, Bayern have successfully cut down on their opponent's shooting efficiency even as they've increased their own. While these factors have certainly made Bayern harder to beat, it would be wrong to say that they've needed to improve hugely. Nonetheless, coach Niko Kovac has showed that some subtle tweaks, aided by the return of a few key players, can keep the pressure on Dortmund at the top of the table. With a third of the season still to go, Bayern will be pushing them all the way.
Hey everyone!
Hi guys!
More than 1 million fans can't be wrong. Don't miss any of the Bundesliga action.
Subscribe here.